Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a Wichita Postcard of the Week. Several days ago, I was in downtown Wichita and happened by the old bus station down there on South Broadway. And I've always admired the building and remember many times taking the bus to Oklahoma City or Kansas City or even short trips like up to Hutchinson. That was one way that I could get around easily. Folks didn't have to take me or I had to depend on anybody else. But it was a reasonable way of transportation. It was safe. And I took the bus many times to different parts of the country in this general area. But in any case, here's this building that I notice has been in the process of being repurposed by an architectural firm. And so it survives, and I'm pleased about that. I came home and I started looking at the postcards that I had for the bus station, and was pleased to see that just a few years, if you look back to World War II times in the mid 1940s, the bus station then was located at on the northeast corner of William and South Broadway. And this is where, in my day, it's where the old Henry's department store or menswear, and they had women's wear and children's too, but a clothing store right there in the heart of Wichita. And it was just east of the big Ennis department store on the west side of Broadway. In any case, that's where the Henry store used to be, and I think they're redoing that building, and it's going to become a university or some kind of a place of learning. But anyway, that is where the old bus station was during World War II. Then after the war, in 1947, I think it was in November, they built a brand new station just a little bit south at 314 South Broadway. It was also on the east side of Broadway, and and like I said, that building has survived and it's still with us today, thank goodness. It has feelings of Art Deco in the rounded edges to the building, and it had a great big sign in front that said Santa Fe Trailways Bus. And so that's where over 100 buses every day would come and go. They would take passengers, bring passengers, and it was also a place you could send and receive small freight items. If you wanted to send a box of clothing, say to mom, or I'm thinking about if you were in Lawrence going to school and sent clothing home for mom to do some patchwork or cleaning and so forth, you could send things like that on the bus. It was all reasonably priced and something that you could send in a bag, a laundry bag, or send in a suitcase. But just many ways that this bus station served early Wichitans and all people all over the country. Used the bus. It was part of our public transportation system that I fear has kind of gone by the wayside today. We don't see buses on the roads. We see a few city buses. They're still transporting people. But in any case, this is a wonderful building, and this postcard that I'm showing today is this building when it was dedicated in November 1947. They said in the newspaper that it had fluorescent lighting and that it had air conditioning and it had rooms to take care of passengers. And so we're talking about restrooms upstairs on the mezzanine. There was several restaurants, the Osborns that had the Chicken in the Rough. They had a restaurant in there, according to the newspaper article. It was just a lot of hurry and scurry and people moving about, buying tickets. And it's like in the train station where the man on the microphone would be talking about the schedules and he'd go off. I wish I could do it, but talk about all the towns and all the stops the bus would be making. But it was just a place that it was fun. It was exciting, and for a little kid or even a teenager, it was a way to get around and pretty darn neat. But this postcard is something that I treasure and have enjoyed collecting through the years, and it's one of the gems in my Wichita postcard collection. Well, I've told you more than you wanted to know about the bus station or the Santa Fe Trailways, but thanks for joining us today, and try to come next week. And please like us on YouTube and on Facebook, and we'll sure appreciate that. And take care, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.